the end of the day, Derek Chauvin is in prison right now.
That's
He's
a
going
good
to be
thing.
there for years to come. I think it sends a very clear message to police nationwide that there is going to be serious implications if you decide to kill people on the job.
And I'm glad. I hope they even bring in some better laws. I think the police should be held to a higher standard than a normal citizen.
I agree.
You know, because if you take an oath to protect and to serve, then if you turn into corruption,
Yeah.
then that should be more severe than somebody who they're just a kid on the street who don't have anything going for himself. He don't have a job, and he gets into trouble. That's one thing. But here you are, somebody who's respected and sworn, you know, been through training. And then if you go and do the same thing, then you should be held to a higher standard.
Right, because you have an advantage over the kid in the street.
Correct.
You got a badge.
And a gun.
And a gun.
And backup.
And backup. Helicopters. Tanks. You know,
so you should be held to a higher standard.
And bulletproof vest. No, right. And from what I understand, you can correct me if I'm wrong, when it comes to court cases, a police witness is given a higher level of, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but basically it's taken more seriously.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah, a policeman or woman getting on that stand and saying what happened, I believe the judge even instructs the jury to take their word over just a random person, a random citizen.
They do.
So that's what I'm saying. If you get that advantage in a court of law, there should be something on the other side that if you go the other way.
I agree. And I always wonder why don't they do that? But, you know, the system has flaws, you know.
It does. But ultimately, it is better than pretty much every other system out there. If you look at the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you get, you know, where you don't have, you know, like go to Russia and see the type of craziness that goes on in those courts. You know, I remember I just interviewed this cyber hacker guy who was locked up with one of Putin's enemies, well, an associate of one of Putin's enemies, who was the richest man in Russia, who's worth $15 billion. And he didn't want to work directly with Putin. He actually wanted to compete against him. And he got put in prison. His whole fortune got wiped out, like poof, just like that.
Wow.
You know, I mean, you can't really do that in America.
No, well, not really, not that I know of.
Not quite like that. Not an actual, like, you know, real business person, you know, with a real company and everything else like that. You know, you can't, you know, if the president dislikes the person, they can't just be thrown in prison and all their money taken. You know, I mean, I've never seen that before.
No, I haven't either. I can't say that
exactly
that I have saw anybody. I mean, as far as myself. You know, I've been through quite a bit with the courts, you know.
Yeah.
Well, for the most part, it was bearable.
Right. And to be fair, you were also a criminal.
Yeah, I was a criminal.
Yeah.
I was a criminal. But, you know, you see people get on the witness stand and lie and you know, and I guess that's part. I mean, you know, the courts can't tell if they're lying or not.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess that's just part of it.
It's just part of the game.